Yeah.
What's up? So what's up, though?
I think I'm being cucked out of going to a brewery today
That
because
sucks.
there's one. Okay, so there's a homebrew place that me and my dad will shop at. And there's a new brewery opening up there, and he was all day. He was like, "I'll take you up there. Let's go. We'll start our winter brew, and we'll go and we'll have some other beers." But then he was like, "Actually, it's only open until 4, and I don't feel like driving up there, so it's not happening." And I'm like, cucked yet again.
Did you say that out loud to your father?
No, I did not say cucked yet again out loud to my father.
Papa Kitch, why have you forsaken me? Why have you cucked me yet again, Papa Kitch? Papa, why must you cuck me so?
Though there is like a local brewery that I think sells like nationwide called Surly that I've never been to, and it's probably the most popular one here. And he's like, "What? You've never been to Surly?" And I'm like, "No, I'm 22 years old. I've only been drinking for like just over a year, you know. So no, I haven't been to this brewery." So hopefully I'm gonna try to emotionally manipulate him into taking me to that one.
Hell yeah! God, I haven't had a good beer like since Sophie was here. Honestly,
Really?
like because I mean I've been really strapped for cash because
Right.
I spent a lot of money on her here because gotta fucking do that shit for the girl.
Right? Yeah. Exactly.
Like the Fratelli song for the girl.
Right. Yeah.
God, I had a really fucking good double IPA, or not double IPA. It was what the fuck was it? It was an Imperial IPA
Sure.
by Voodoo by New Belgium, who is like my favorite brewery these days.
Sure.
The Voodoo Ranger Imperial is fucking choice. I'm fucking crazy. I haven't had good beer in a while because the only beer that I have in my house is fucking Busch and like.
Oh, you might as well be drinking dog piss.
Yeah, like honestly,
It's
like I need to drink 4 Bushes before I'm drunk enough to stop realizing that I'm drinking Bushes.
right. It's literally like so I obviously we both drink a lot of craft beer, and like I like craft beer not like ice cold because I think it really like takes away the taste, but you need to drink shit like Busch ice cold so you don't taste it.
Yeah, it tastes like really, really cold water.
You might as well just like drink it on ice, you know, for as good as it's gonna do.
Oh god, yeah.
I, on the other hand, have been sampling a lot recently because I am putting together a bit of a drink list for Schlocktober.
Hell yeah.
So here's my current recommendations. Omgang's Three Philosophers is quadruple with cherry flavor, and it is A, it'll get you fucked up, and B, it's delicious. It's like coffee, cherry, dark chocolatey flavored.
Is that what you're pairing with our mystery movie?
Well, there's like I'm pairing each beer
with a different mystery
movie. Yeah, so it just depends. Yes, that's going to be paired with one of them, and then Dark Horse's Belgian Triple, which tastes like almost like clove-y, like it's got a little bit of like Christmas spice to it.
I do love clove.
Yeah.
Like I never smoked very much, but in college I did smoke some clove cigarettes.
It's also in like baked goods, and like it's like a spice you cook with. So
I mean, I just know it from the cigarettes.
It's really nice though. And I think those are both national like beers you can get anywhere. I drink a lot of like, not to be a snob, but I drink a lot of Minnesota only beers. As stuff that's not even like canned or anything is like my favorite like beers to have. So it's hard to recommend those to anybody unless they're like, "Oh, do you live around like the southern Minneapolis suburbs area? Here's some breweries you can go to." It's not very good for me and for other people, but those are my, I think, national brands that I could recommend.
This has been Beerbaiting.
Yeah, Beerbaiting. One of these days, I was joking about it, but one of these days, I'm gonna host a beer themed podcast. I know enough to bullshit my way through.
Do that. Oh my god, make some. Do like a monthly episode on the Patreon. Do like a beer of the month on our Patreon.
Perhaps. But the thing is, I want to take people to breweries here in Minnesota and like try this stuff that I like that is only sold here. But I can't do that because I don't have cash money to like put someone up.
And once we reach $400 a month on our Patreon, we can afford to do this.
Literally, like I will do. if you give me enough money, I will bring you specifically on. This is to the listener. I will bring you specifically on to to the podcast to talk about beer with me. So, yeah. How about we do our other podcast now?
Sure, sounds good. Welcome to Beerbaiting, everyone.
It is your number one
unnecessary remake podcast.
Yes. God. So I was talking. So I went and ran errands for my dad instead of watching the last 30 minutes of this movie. And I was like, "Yeah, we're watching Rob Zombie's Halloween." He's like, "Oh, it's so good," and I'm like, ... Yeah, okay.
You're just like, did y'all hear something?
Yeah, I was like, all right, sure. Actually, I like outright was like, no, I think it's super bad. Well, it's not like, okay, it's not super bad. We'll get into the nitty gritty, but it's just like not necessary, you know?
What?
Oh, go ahead. No, you.
No, what were you gonna say?
I said we should introduce ourselves because we have names and we should say them at the beginning of our podcast.
Oh yeah, I was just, there was definitely not an edit in that moment there, but I was just gonna agree with you that yeah, this feels like an unnecessary, like, I don't want to say that I disliked it because like I kind of liked it. I didn't think it was like if I have a choice between watching this and watching the original, I'm gonna choose the original like 7 times out of 10.
Sure.
But, like, there's a low roll chance of me preferring to watch this version of it. Because, like, it's serviceable, the upgraded camera, like, it's not, like, bad by any stretch. It just feels like a little bit like, well, there are a couple of things of it that it's bad. It just, like, it feels like it's more of a remaster than it is a remake, you know?
Right. No, totally. I mean,
like, I know you're one who's constantly asking the question of, like, why remake this, but, like, I like a good remake. But, like, a good remake. Like, this is just, like, a high-def remaster with some deleted scenes.
Yeah, I don't even like a good remake. Unless the movie is like, god-awful. Which, there's something to be said. Anyway, we should introduce ourselves. I'm Blair. This one is Sarah. Say hi, Sarah.
I'm Sarah.
This one is Sarah.
this bitch, Sarah.
This bitch, indeed, Sarah. Yeah, but before we go head-to-head on our obviously, like, relationship ending disagreement on the quality of this movie, do we have any sort of gay/horror news?
Well, I mean, we've got the Halloween sequel / whatever coming out that, like, I'm actually excited for that.
Me too. Well, I love Jamie Lee Curtis, so...
Yeah.
I'm excited to see her again. And I feel like... So let's compare the sort of like, so that movie is not out yet.
A remake? No, that's not a remake either.
It's not a remake. So I think like I don't want to sound like a hypocrite for saying I'm super excited for that movie, but I kind of just didn't vibe with this one at all. And I think it definitely comes down to I would rather. So this has a little bit of prequel material in it, or not? Yeah, a little bit of prequel material in it. I don't fuck with a prequel. I don't care. If they were gonna tell that story in the first iteration of it, they would have, but they didn't. So
yeah, the original John Carpenter's Halloween is like a really tight timetable. Like I watched it with Andrea last week, and I was just like, wow, that movie is over already, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
How long was that movie? That movie is a tight, perfectly edited 91 minutes, and this one is 2 hours long, and like pretty much the entire additional 30 minutes on top of that is like Michael in the correctional facility. Like, they just add an entire extra half hour of being like him, why he's so fucked up in the asylum, and exactly how he gets out. And like, I don't really need to know the details of how he escapes. I just need to know that he escapes.
Yeah, I wasn't asking why. I don't think the thing is like, I think so many people ask why when that's not the point.
It's not a necessary point. No, it's so I mean, I guess we should get into this. Well, no, we're talking about upcoming Halloween. I'm just really excited to see Jamie Lee Curtis with a fucking gun.
Me too. Blow my head off, Jamie Lee Curtis. Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I know it's got John Carpenter's stamp of approval. I don't know about this remake, if it got it. I didn't hear anything about it. It was before I was interested in this sort of shit that it came out. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so it just was not really on my radar in that sort of sense. But
sorry about the rough edits in this week's episode, folks.
Anyway.
Yeah, where were we?
I have no idea, but let's just like get into
Let's just dive into this movie. Sorry, this week's episode's going to have a weird energy to it. I just got interrupted by something and then something else.
Yeah, which is life sometimes.
That's just how it do.
It is sometimes. You know, it is. We are all getting interrupted because, like, I think as I previously said, did not watch the last 30 minutes of this movie because my dad was like, "You have to run errands."
You did not need to. So, I mean, let's talk about this movie. So,
okay.
The quick question, Blair, have you seen John Carpenter's Halloween?
I have.
Cool. You can watch the first 30 minutes of this movie and then be like, okay, I know the rest of this movie, and turn it off.
Yes.
Like, I don't know much about Rob Zombie's whole steez. Like, all I know about Rob Zombie is Dracula, and, like, sure. That's it. Yeah. And he's made a couple of bad horror movies, and I heard this one, like, relatively, not universally lauded, but, like, treated with some, modicum of appreciation. Mm-hmm. And I gotta wonder if it's for people who have not seen the Carpenter one.
Well, I think it's... Like, I was fine.
I don't want to sound like I'm slagging people who like this movie.
No.
I think this movie is fine. I just, like...
Yeah.
I think we were saying earlier, like, I don't really understand the need for this remake. Like, the Laurie character it's lacking what Jamie Lee Curtis had, I feel like. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis was a little bit more, like, timid and skittish, I feel like. This character seemed a little bit more, like, not braggadocious, but, like, in that vein, you know?
Well, it's like, this Laurie is, like, just one note. She's like a good girl. She's like, she gets good grades. She babysits at Halloween, which I mean is technically what Jamie Lee Curtis does. But it's like there's no like writing because she's not the star of the show anymore, right?
No, Michael is.
Michael gets the character development here, and you
right,
know what?
Maybe we can rewind a little bit. And Michael gets some bad character development. Yeah,
well, it takes away a lot of what the original movie was, which is just like. There's a lot of why and there's a lot of I don't know.
Yeah,
and
the original Michael did not Michael in the original did not come from an extremely fucked up house as far as we could tell. He just this is just like what evil lurks in the hearts of men, not like what evil can we make come out of the hearts of men through abuse and horrible parenting and a horrible home environment.
Right, and it's so.
Michael Myers was a monster in spite of his raising, not because of his raising, which this movie very much does frame him as. Like, the original Michael is like, we don't get too much backstory about him, but we do know that, like, well, he had a family, the house was in okay order, his sister fucked, and then he committed homicide. Like, he just decided he wanted to do that, and he decided to do it one day.
Yeah. I mean, and then, like, it is an irresponsible narrative, I think, because, like you said, it's like framing abuse as like this thing is going to create monsters, you know, and I think honestly, like humanizing Michael to this point, like
yeah, and like I don't need that.
Well, it's like it. So I feel like they were trying to do a little bit of like a serial killer thing in the thing, because he was like, "Oh, you kill small animals for fun," but also, it didn't really have that sort of. That was it. That was basically it. Other than that, he was just kind of like a weird kid with a temper, which is not really, when you look at archetypes for serial killers, like what they kind of behave as. They're usually super introverted, and I mean, like they don't really socialize as children very much at all, and there's like usually some like abuse there, but it's just like that weird rude kid who comes from like kind of a messy home. He's gonna be a serial killer one day is basically what this movie is saying, and I'm like, that's not responsible.
Yeah,
that's not a good thing to say. Also, it's like I was watching and I was like, man, I was not having fun the first 30 minutes. I was like...
No, the first 30 minutes is a lot to get through, because it's a lot of like, hey, watch how abusive Michael's family is. Watch how much his mother tries to be good.
It's just like a hyper... It's like... It's very... You can tell that a man wrote and directed this movie. Well, I don't know if he wrote it, but he
definitely directed this.
Yeah.
Robert Zombert.
Because, I mean... Women are...
he did do the screenplay, so he did do both.
Yeah. So, I mean, so let's compare the two. Women in the original are, I guess, kind of punished for being sexual, because, like, you fuck and you die, basically. But,
yes.
They're punished for being sexual by Michael Myers, not necessarily by the narrative or the framing of the movie. Whereas, I feel like the framing of this movie is, like, women's sex bad, because it's like Michael Myers' mom was a stripper because she had to make ends meet for her family and stuff like that, so she did sex work. And her sister, his sister, gets it on and, wears, sexually provocative clothing, and there's, rumors about, the whole family is, full of whores or whatever, and it's...
Yeah.
And it's like, okay... So, why?
Yeah.
Is the movie saying that it's the women's fault that he did this, or is it saying that like I don't know, it just feels like it's trying to explain things. It's like, I feel like it's trying to explain why does he react so negatively to women's sexuality. And it's because he was bullied for it in school, is what Rob Zombie says. And I'm like, I don't like that. I feel like a more interesting thing would be framing it as sort of seeing women as sort of beacons of goodness, and then suddenly breaking out of that.
Through male touch.
Right, yeah. And I feel like that could have been handled a lot more responsibly. This is also saying that the original is also written and directed by a man, so it has its own baggage in that. But
the thing is that John Carpenter, it's much less that. Jamie Lee Curtis does so much work on that front, just through her acting, I feel like, and I think John Carpenter actually can direct women sometimes, I think.
Well, it's Jamie Lee Curtis...
Hot take, but I think John Carpenter knows how to work with women.
Yeah, it's just, I feel like Jamie Lee Curtis in the original does not really play the virgin, She kind of does, but she doesn't really...
She's a reluctant virgin. She's not a virgin by choice. She's an incel.
She's a femcel. But I think... This is
is that what you get when you put the princess crown on Perfect Cell?
A femcell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joke about the jokes.
Hey gamers, have you heard about jokes? You're lucky you explained that to me while we were watching the movie, or else I would have been like, okay, Sarah. All right, Sarah. I think this is for a different podcast.
I don't have any podcasts where I get to reference video games and anime.
Yeah, but I mean, it's small things, but Jamie Lee Curtis smokes weed in the first one. Jamie Lee Curtis smokes a cigarette in the first one. Jamie Lee Curtis has a fucking personality in the first one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just whatever. It's fine. It's like not the worst thing in the world. It's not like, oh my god, this is an affront to like all modern feminism forever. It's just like, come on, dude. It's like, come on. Also, and then we get like him and like after he kills everyone, and it's like everything is the most drawn out ever, and it's like because he like blunt force traumas a dude, a bully, and I'm like, okay. And then like knife murders his entire family except for his mom.
Yeah, who, by the way, that is played by Rob Zombie's wife.
Yeah. And she's okay. She's fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
The acting in this movie is fine.
I think I would go so far as to call the acting in this movie good. I mean, obviously, Malcolm McDowell is like the big standout for me because like he's not Donald Pleasance, but he's good enough for me, in my opinion.
He's a good actor, yeah.
Yeah.
The movie is the acting in the movie varies from fine to good. So
yeah.
Which is, that's perfectly acceptable. I have no complaints about. Well, actually, this Michael is like giving me hardcore like child actor vibes, like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is like the kid. This is like the little shit from Charlie Wants an Abortion, basically. Yeah. Like that's all I can see when I look at this kid.
Yeah, totally. They should have had that kid. He's a better actor.
The kid can't play damaged. He can only play asshole.
Well, but you know what? But like he's okay. So this Michael has the long hair and is wearing a Kiss T-shirt and is like has like a clown mask on, and it's like the visual like framing here is like this kid is an asshole,
Yeah.
I mean, he's which is not really necessarily at his own fault because like there's plenty of like weird, dickish kids who are just like kind of weird and dickish because like they're like rebelling against whatever shitty home life they come from or whatever structure they're from, which is fine and valid and whatever. Like we all knew a kid like that in high school,
Yeah.
And that's whatever. But that's the visual framing here instead of like also much older than the Michael in the original movie. What was Michael in the original movie, like 5 or something?
He was a little bit older than that, but like basically.
But he was younger than this one, who was like a middle schooler.
Not by much. Like
really?
They were both 10-year-olds.
He was 10. Oh, I felt like he was younger than that. I felt like it was like 5 to 8-ish or something like that.
Let me double check.
I could be totally wrong here. Easily, I could be totally wrong because it is bad.
No, okay, he was age 6 in the first one. My mistake.
Yeah, so like half the age basically.
Yeah.
Which is another interesting choice. I don't know about this one, Sarah. I don't know about it.
Yeah, this might not be it, Chief. So like we said, the first half hour is just like a lot of basically like emotional torture porn. Basically, like we see Michael's like shitty stepdad being horny about his daughter or his stepdaughter, his sister being not doing anything wrong except being horny, I guess.
Well, she wears like a crop top, and like honestly, her look is amazing in the first scene she's in. She's like wearing a crop top with like this mesh like sweater thing going on, and it's a good look.
It's juicy.
Yeah, and then she's horny, which is fine.
Yeah.
You mentioned that she's played by a 23-year-old.
Yeah, like I mean, like this came up because like she has a sex scene.
Yeah. And her tits
before
are just
Michael
out.
Kills her. Yeah, like in the first one. This is not like inconsistent. It's just like I don't need to see. Like the thing about the first one that gives not a full pass because we do see a character who is 17. We see her tits, but like I give it a slightly more of a pass because we just see the aftermath. We don't see the actual fucking, as opposed to like this when we see like her and what's his dick writhing on the bed.
Right. There's like 2 sex scenes in this movie, and both of them are very erotically charged. And I'm like, okay, fine, I guess. Like, I didn't want it. Like, I didn't want to be horny about Halloween, The movie by John Carpenter, as told by Rob Zombie. I just didn't need to be horny about it. I don't get sex scenes in movies. It feels like softcore porn, and it never adds anything to the narrative unless they're doing
there are a couple of exceptions that I have to this, but like they're only extremely corner cases. I think that the sex scene in I don't know if it was a sex. I'd call Angel Heart a horror movie. The sex scene in Angel Heart really ties a lot of that movie together for me.
Sure.
We should watch that movie someday. By the way, it was one of Mickey Rourke's breakout roles, and it has Robert De Niro as the devil.
Cool.
His name is Lou Cipher.
I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying that most of the time you really have to justify its existence in the movie, and this movie does not justify the existence of the sex scenes because it's like, okay, let's sexualize a teenage character. The actress is of age, so that's not morally repugnant at all. But like, let's sexualize a teenage character, and then eroticize her death, which is what they do, because like Michael kind of like feels up her leg. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a child, that's fine. And then stabs her, and then she's like still like walking through the house like
you do after getting stabbed in the tummy.
Right, and like not even like being, I mean, she's like kind of like spitting up blood, but like mostly it's like, okay, you're just like walking. I just, and like in like with like a nightie on, you know, and then when she like fucking dies and then the ambulance pulls her away, she's not in a body bag, and I'm like, okay, it was like a long time ago, but not that long ago. Also, I don't understand. I guess it's like the original stuff was in the 80s and this is like now in modern day or something like that. Because, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the case.
Which is weird to me, and also is like...
I mean, it's modern day 2007, so...
Right, well, it's weird to... I don't like remakes. Sarah, I just don't... Because I'm like, you have removed it from the context in which it originally existed and then put it into a wholly new context, and it's like, why?
I'm trying to think of, like, any remakes or prequels that I actually like at the moment.
Yeah,
like, I mean, I liked the prequel to The Thing, sort of. I thought
Sure.
that was good. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was good.
Sure. Again, not saying it can't be done, but I haven't seen it yet, so, you know, it's just, and I don't know. So all of that happens. She dies, the sister dies, the dad dies, because he's, like, duct tapes him to the bed and then slits his throat, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Like, imagine not waking... Like, you gotta be pretty fucking sauced to pass out so hard that you don't, like, feel duct tape being applicated to your mouth.
Yeah. And then they take him off to, like, the sanitarium, and then, like, there's interviews with him, and I'm like, okay. And we see, like... the doctor the whole time is, like, narrating the whole thing, and he's like, slowly, Michael became less and less responsive, etc., etc. And started wearing masks and stuff, so that's a thing. And there's, like, masks all over the room.
Which is, like, that's a thing that's very much in the original movie. Like, the reason that Michael Myers actually gets stopped is because his mask gets knocked off at one point.
Yeah.
And his, like, fervor and rush to put it back on is what allows Donald Pleasance to take the final shots that push him over the balcony and knock him the fuck out.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't dislike that. I actually really like a lot of the mask design. I think it's legitimately
cool.
creepy.
Because you get to see him doing a bunch of... Before he lands on the ubiquitous classic Michael Myers mask, we see him in all sorts of masks. But basically, he gets mistreated. He kills a nurse, and that causes his mom to commit suicide. Mm-hmm. And so now he has no living family left except for the baby who was in the house.
Yeah.
Who is... I mean, spoiler alert, that just turns out to be Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
So, like, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
What was Laurie's connection to Michael Myers in the first movie? Was it just wrong place, wrong time?
I think so.
Yeah.
There might have been something more. I don't really... You've seen it more recently than I have, but I don't think it's anything more than that.
If there wasn't that in the first movie, this didn't need to be here. I didn't need a connection for this. Right, Michael Myers just goes to his fucking old haunting grounds and haunts.
Yeah, I feel like I put a lot of trust. not to be all auteur theory about shit, but I put a lot of trust in the original creator of something to tell the story they want to do, be it good or bad. I just, like, so, and, like, John Carpenter obviously has, like, some sort of, like, capabilities with storytelling, so he didn't explain certain things for a reason, and I feel like going back and explaining those things goes against the thesis of the original movie.
Like, one of the absolute scariest things about the original... One of the scariest things about, like, things like Halloween or The Strangers also springs to mind is, like, why did you do this? Because you were home.
Yeah. Well, it's
like, I mean, I can't say that, like, I'm not trying to say that, like, motivations are inherently better than the other, or lack thereof is better than the other. Like, it's a really fucking... I'm fucking going into Scream territory. It's like, the new millennia, motives are an afterthought.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I do fucking love Scream, though.
Scream is very good. It's just... you can use... If the why is interesting... Tell the why. The why is not interesting here.
No, it's not. Laurie Strode being like the adopted, like the forgotten baby sibling of Michael Myers that no one really seems to connect the dots about that. Like, even Donald Pleasance, who spent like 15 years working this case, does not think like, oh, I need to find this teenager, the daughter who got adopted. Like,
right. Yeah, it's very strange. I don't need the Michael Myers extended universe. Basically, I don't need this intricate web of connections. Pass. Pass. Yeah, it's and then we flash forward to where he breaks out of the place after like 15 years. And it's just the worst scene
because there is a graphic rape scene in this movie. It
sucks to watch. It's like, okay, horror movies. I hate exploitation cinema. I think this is when this movie, like, my brain just like shut off for it, because I was like, fuck exploitation cinema like this. Like, I don't like it. I don't want to watch movies made by men who want to see shit like this, who want to direct shit like this. It just seems so skeevy. Having it narratively, it's fine, but having it explicitly on screen is where I draw the line. Like, I nothing can be gained from a scene like this.
Not at all. And it like goes on for a minute and a half. We do get to see Michael Myers, like, we do get the catharsis of Michael Myers killing them, but, like, I don't need to see this. Like,
right.
And fucking icing on the cake is that, like, it's rape of a prisoner in a mental facility.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's just edge all around that I don't fucking need. It's just exploitation, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're supposed to hate these guys, and, like, I did already when he said some extremely racist shit to that other dude. To
Danny Trejo, who's in this fucking movie.
Yeah, which was fun. I will say, points to Danny Trejo, because I enjoy seeing his face and things.
Yeah. Danny Trejo is probably, like, my favorite actor that dude owns.
I don't know if, like, he's my favorite. I just get excited when I see him in things, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like, I try and think about who, like, my favorite actor might... Okay, I'm gonna say favorite male actor, because I know I have more favorite female actors than him.
Sure.
Oh my god, I'm completely blanking on her name. Captain Phasma. What the fuck's her name?
I don't know.
Brienne of Tarth. Fucking the tall blonde lady who
I know who she is, but I don't... It's like Gwen something?
Oh, Gwendolyn Christie, yes. Gwendolyn Christie is definitely higher on that list for me, but, like... Mm-hmm. I do love... I do like Danny Trejo a whole fucking lot.
Yeah. So, yeah, the whole shit happens. It's the worst. And then Michael is gone. He's on the loose again. He's gonna kill some women. Okay.
Yay!
And then the rest of the movie is just the rest of the movie.
The rest of the movie is just a question of, have you seen the original? Like, there are a couple of differences that in the end specifically that I got really fucking heated about.
Okay. I didn't. So I didn't watch the last. So you
right. So let's do a quick run through the rest of the stuff. So it's Halloween night. Michael Myers is stalking fucking the Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, whose name I completely forgot. Her friends Annie and Linda. Annie actually survives this one, unlike the original, where she gets strangled in a car. And that scene where that ends with like the horn blaring for like a minute and a half.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then fucking Annie's dad explains to Donald Pleasance's character, whose name I can't fucking remember, Dr. Loomis, is like, oh, the Laurie Strode is actually Laurie Myers. Oh no. And then Annie fucks her boyfriend, and she doesn't get killed. She just gets like lacerated and left to die on the floor. So, but she's fine. Both of Laurie's parents fucking bite it.
Yeah.
And then we get to the end-ish where Laurie and Michael have their showdown over the last 30 minutes of the movie, and fucking Michael tries to show her that they're related. Like, hey, I have pictures, sister. Like, obviously all nonverbal, but like, hey, I have a picture. We are siblings. And she's like, I don't fucking get this. I'm gonna stab you in the stomach. And then Donald Pleasance's character, I keep calling him Donald Pleasance. It's Malcolm McDowell, but
right.
Is that the same guy who wrote The Outliers?
I don't know.
Shit, is that actually the guy's name?
I don't know.
It is Malcolm McDowell. Did he write The Outliers?
I don't know.
Who wrote The Outliers? Who's the McDowell who wrote The Outliers?
I don't know. I don't know what The Outliers is. I know nothing.
That's Malcolm Gladwell. Completely different name.
Oh, yes.
They're both Malcolms, though.
They are.
So Malcolm McDowell shows up and is like, "Hey, I'm going to defend you." And then there's a real. I'll admit, there's a cool scene in an empty in-ground pool, which I thought was really fucking cool. And then he shoots him, and then they get in the car, and then oh god, sorry, I'm tired and I'm sick, so forgive me.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. Hashtag blessed. He gets in the car with her, with Laurie, and they have the famous line from the end of the first movie, where Laurie's like, "Was that the boogeyman?" And Malcolm McDowell says, "You know, my dear, I believe that may very well have been the boogeyman." And then, whereas the first movie just cues the Halloween theme song and like just does a bunch of a bunch of stills of the neighborhood. That at this point, there's still 20 minutes left of the movie, and Michael Myers grabs Laurie out of the car and leaves Malcolm McDowell on the brink of death, and they have a big showdown. And then Michael tackles her off of the balcony onto the ground, kind of like the first movie, except for they're both on the ground, and then he jolts up and she shoots him in the head with a fucking revolver. And then she screams very loudly as it gets closer and closer to her face, and then the kicks in, and that's the movie.
Okay, so
I got really fucking mad at their misuse of the closing line from the first movie. It felt really shoved in there. It did not need to happen, and if you did feel the need to include it, just leave it as the signifier that the movie is over. That's the last line in the first movie. Right, it's a good fucking last line.
It feels like all of the like little, I guess you can call them winks, even though it's a fucking remake of the movie, so it's like direct references. But it's like all feel like really just like, oh right, this is supposed to be a reference to the original movie, not just like my fan fiction. So, which is it essentially is. It's like whatever. It's like I don't know. Every time they played the theme, I felt super out of place. I was like, the first time they did it, I thought it was someone's like. It legitimately felt, because the tone did not suggest it at all, it felt like someone's like cell phone like tone, you know, like they were getting a phone call, and it was like, it sounded, I was just like, oh, is that? Oh no, it's actually playing non-diegetically. Oh, interesting. Because why? Because the first time it plays is when goes to the principal's office, and his mom is called in, and then he just like leaves.
Yeah, he just well no, that's not that's not the Halloween theme that kicks in. It's one of the musics from the original soundtrack, but it's not the Halloween theme song.
No, it's like that da 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 da. Yeah.
Really? Was it? I thought it was the da da da. That
would have been more fitting, but no, it's just that, like, you know, when Michael has a knife and he's gonna stab people. No, you can't just put it in wherever. I know it's iconic, and it's like, oh, now my brain remembers the movie that this is supposed to be referencing because it doesn't feel like it in tone at all. I feel like I'm getting a lot angrier at this movie than it perhaps deserves. But as I said,
really, honestly.
But as we said when we were watching the movie, a second-rate remake makes your movie a third-rate movie.
Yeah.
So you are,
because like I watched this and I'm like, like I said, I despite how hard we're being, I did kind of enjoy this. And there was a lot of it that made me frustrated, but I also don't want to be like a purist and be like the only thing the original was the best for all reasons. Like, I think Malcolm McDowell was a perfect casting in this role. I think Malcolm McDowell is. I don't think you could improve on the Donald Pleasance character, but like I think it's very difficult to match the Donald Pleasance character. I think Malcolm McDowell did a fucking great job.
He's a great job.
Actor.
He definitely does a really good job. I think this movie is perfectly competent for what it is. I think it's good even, but I think on its own, it's a fine movie. It's good even, but.
It's just I watch it and I'm like, I could be watching the Carpenter one.
Right, like, but when you are watching a remake or even a sequel to a movie, you are constantly comparing it to the original, and you have to work really goddamn hard to make it stand out as its own thing. And this just feels like fan fiction. It just feels like fan fiction.
Yep.
And
we're also going to get a little bit preemptively mad for Beerbaiting for Schlocktober, though.
But that's like a fun mad.
Yeah, but we got to get in the mood somehow. Do you want to, while we're here, since I brought it up, do you want to go ahead and talk about what we've got on the docket for this month?
Sure.
I'm looking at there's an infographic that went up probably around the same time as this episode posting.
Yes.
About all of our guests and everything, so this is not really a spoiler, this is just what's going to happen. So, every Friday night in October, and also the upcoming Friday night of September the 28th, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be streaming a movie. Most of the time we'll be accompanied by our guest for that week's episode, but not always, because some of them live in the UK or have other prior commitments. So, here is the fucking rundown. And this is and also Blair has a great infographic with like drinks to accompany with, so if you want to because we're going to get a little bit drinky when we're watching the movies, because these are the fucking movies. Mm-hmm. But Blair's going to have a reference guide.
Yes.
So here's what we got. We have friend of the podcast, Alex Charles from Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, and potentially, if you're a fan of Sex and the City, City Girls Make Do, which I did an episode on last week, and it was a fucking blast. You should go listen to that entire podcast. It's great. Alex Charles is joining us to watch My Bloody Valentine 3D, the 2009 remake of the Pickaxe Murderer. Mm-hmm. Then, returning guest Lil Clem is coming to watch Halloween 3 Season of the Witch with us.
Which is going to be so much fun.
Yes. Then is one that we actually have a poll for. My friend Junius, at Junius_64 on Twitter, is joining us to watch a movie. And we need your help deciding which franchise hunk of junk we are going to show that skunk. Because we have Halloween Resurrection, we have Hellraiser Revelations, we have Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare, and we have the 2009 remake of Friday the 13th. All garbage heaps and possibly the worst of each franchise that we have not yet seen, because we definitely have watched a Jason movie every year.
Yeah. So, you can go to the Fear... Anybody can vote on these. It's not a Patreon exclusive.
This is open voting. It's on our Twitter. I'm going to pin the tweet, because our pinned tweet has been our Patreon for over a year now, and you know where to give us money.
Yeah.
Give us money.
Just go to
And
Fearbaiting.
these streams are also open to everyone, by the way. This is not like a Patreon exclusive thing or anything.
Right. Just go to the Fearbaiting Twitter and vote. Mm-hmm. You don't need a Twitter account to vote. You just pop that shit open and vote.
We'll toss it. There's it's a straw poll thing, so we'll toss a link in the episode description too if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Then friend of the show, Gage, at sane_intolerant on Twitter, is rejoining us to talk about the 1999 remake of The Haunting with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson in a horror movie, which is going to be fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then to cap it off, we have an esteemed guest, a guest of honor, I would go so far as to say. One of my favorite podcasts of all time is We Hate Movies, and joining us from it is none other than the Chris Cabin, at Crabin on Twitter, to talk about the 2005 remake of House of Wax, and we get to see Paris Hilton's head get fucking impaled, and we get to see Jared Padalecki die, I think. I'm so excited for every single one of these. Again, the streams are at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, so this upcoming one is the 28th. 28th, and then every Friday in October, episode to come following Monday.
Yeah, and I want to give a special shout out to Colin at Padgetish.
Yes, thank you.
Who did all of the drink suggestions to pair with each movie, except for the voters' choice, which is going to be kind of like a beer dabbler designed by yours truly. So strap in. I'm choosing the highest ABV I can to get us all through this.
God. I hope it's Freddy's. I hope the vote is for, not to skew the vote, but I really hope it's Freddy's Dead, because I'm pretty sure I once saw a tweet by Wes Craven that said that he could have that Freddy's Dead is one of the worst movies he's ever seen, and if he shit out a movie, it would be better than that.
So, I mean, you know, do your patriotic duty to
get out there and rock the vote. I'm doing the John Cena salute.
Yeah. Pokemon Go to straw poll. Pokemon Go to...
Oh my god, I'm really glad we've been sitting like I shot the fucking to We Hate Movies. I was like, hey, We Hate Movies, y'all want can I get one of y'all for a guest? And I'm like, sorry to be a rando in your DMs, and this is like the biggest reach of my fucking life, but do y'all want to be on it? And then Chris Cabin like shoots me a DM 3 days later like, hey Sarah, I'd love to be on your show, and I fucking shit my pants on the spot.
I mean, we are fully pulling out all the stops this year, so So yeah, come and join us.
Get there, get wild.
We should rate this movie on a scale of
on a scale of 0 to 5 clown masks.
Clown masks?
Yeah, clown masks.
I'm gonna give this one a 2.5. Let's give it a 2.5. It is a completely average movie to me.
Yeah, that's about how I'm feeling. 2.5. Like I said, it's about a 7. It's about an 80-20 split. If I said I'm gonna watch Halloween, there's like an 80% chance I'll watch John Carpenter, and a 20% that I'll watch this one.
Yeah. Do we do recommendations or we do questions first, right?
We do questions first, yes.
Let's do that.
Yep. This is going to be a short episode.
That's good, because my laptop battery is dying, and I do not feel like going downstairs to get my charger.
Yep, same here. Well, not here, but like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your Sarah battery is dying.
Yeah. Upcoming guest Gage at @sane_intolerant on Twitter wants to know, if y'all had the choice to remake one horror movie franchise, Final Destination, what would you choose, Final Destination, and what sort of totally out there wild card change would you throw into the mix to make it fresh for today's discerning moviegoer?
Can we like team up and like co-direct the new Final Destination together?
Yeah. So what's our fucking wrinkle?
Everyone's gay. I don't know. I don't know. Do we make it politically relevant? I don't think so. I think that would be a very tacky move.
Alright, here we go.
Yes?
What if it was superheroes?
Oh my god.
What if it was superheroes getting slaughtered by death?
Interesting.
I think it adds an interesting wrinkle, and it like leads to some fucking some weirder and bigger shit that they could possibly do. Interesting.
The idea of a superhero horror movie is intriguing to me. I will say that.
I would extremely like a super villain, like if it wasn't like actually death, but it was like an actual super villain. I thought it would kind of like betray the original conversation, but like I love the idea of like, I think it'd be a really cool idea for a horror movie that I haven't seen very often, of just like a homicidal super villain willing to use their powers for murder. I know that sounds like ultimate edgecore, but like the idea of like, basically it's like when Fortnite let you play as Thanos.
Sure. Oh, so that's a thing that actually happened and not just thing people joke about.
Yeah, no, you could play as Thanos in Fortnite. You had to assemble the Infinity Gauntlet, but yes, you could play as Thanos in Fortnite.
Okay, so everything, cards on the table, everything I know about Fortnite is via memes, because nobody who plays video games, so I know
you know me.
But that's, you're not really like the Fortnite player, so.
Yeah, true.
So I don't really have, like, interaction with these things. So I see, like, people, like, stop talking shit about Fortnite. And I'm like, people be talking shit about Fortnite?
People be talking wild shit about Fortnite. If you're not, like, in gamer at Twitter, like, people are laughing about Fortnite at all times.
Interesting. Anyway, superheroes would be interesting. I don't know if that's what I would go for, because superheroes are a really hard sell for me. You kind of have to do... What when I really enjoy superhero shit, it's because it's like talking about the cultural ramifications of all that, and I feel like that's an entirely different genre. I feel like it's just for my taste, it would be interesting, and I think I would watch it. But for my taste, I think it's too much of a clash of the genres for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I don't know. I don't care. I just want a new Final Destination movie. Please just feed it. It can be like hot garbage. I just want it. I'll do anything for it. I will sacrifice my first child for a new Final Destination movie.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's the mood. I'm the new spin on the Final Destination movie is that I am everyone in it because I'm the only one who will like give money to it to make a new movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Next question.
We had another question from a friend of the show, America's Burden. That's not me insulting them, that's just their Fallon. What do you think Rob Zombie would look like without all that? Like, what would his vibe be? Now, see, to me, there are two answers to this. One of them is that he would look like Danzig.
Okay, I'm pulling up Rob Zombie right now, because I don't actually know what he looks like off the top of my nog. He looks pretty normal. He looks exactly like I expected him to. He looks like a dad who listens to, like, prog rock, but also heavy metal, you know?
Yeah, he does. He used to have a lot more, like, heavy imagery around his shit. Like, it wasn't just, like, his hair and everything. Like, he, like, would do a lot of, like, face paint and shit.
Oh, sure.
But, like, this, like, I feel like if you shaved him down, like, he would either look like Danzig or, like, Tom Holland.
Sure. Sure. He's not an unattractive man.
No.
He could potentially get it. Maybe not from you.
Yeah, fair.
If he cleaned up his look, maybe. But I don't think we would have a lot to talk about, so maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm stamping Rob Zombie as visually unoffensive.
Let me get some thump sound effect.
Sure.
Give me some Foley.
Is that enough of a thump for you?
That's enough. That's a stamp.
Cool. Word. All right, let's get into recommendations. I know I've been recommending a lot of music recently, but I'm going to do that again.
Yeah, I've got a non-music recommendation. I've got a fucking video game recommendation.
Wow.
Yeah, my recommendation this week is I might have actually recommended it before, definitely recently, maybe. But the Ace Attorney trilogy. Have I recommended that recently?
I don't think so.
Okay. Because I've been replaying it on my 3DS, and it just got announced for like every modern generation console. So if you never played it, you have no excuse not to, because it's going to be on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch come this January. Mm-hmm. And I fucking love those games. They're really fucking good. They're really fucking funny. The humor I always consider the humor to be hit or miss, but like going back, a lot of the jokes are landing a lot better for me than they did when I was younger.
Sure.
Like the idea of Jake Marshall, the wannabe cowboy who like wears like a poncho and a hat and bandana and drinks out of a flask, but also he just fucking loves spaghetti, is really fucking funny.
Yeah, those games have always like been highly lauded by like everyone I know, so, you know.
Yeah. If you like those narrative games, you should. I don't know. You're not much of a jamer, but like, I'd recommend them.
Maybe, perhaps.
The original trilogy. I mean, I actually like. I go hard for pretty much every Ace Attorney game. The original trilogy is extremely strong, but like, Spirit of Justice was great. Dual Destinies was Dual Destinies.
Sure.
I think a lot of it holds up, but a lot of it, a small handful of that shit is bad.
Sure. But. Yeah, sometimes it's good.
Sometimes it's good.
My recommendation this week is the Paper Chase's Now You Are One of Us, which is their 2006 album. And so I've recommended John Congleton solo album before, Until the Horror Goes. And this is, so it's the same like voice basically, but there's a lot more going on in the mixing, and it's a lot rougher around the edges, and it opens up it has a special place in my heart because it feels so conspiracy theory to me. It opens up with an audio track from someone claiming to be an Area 51 worker. This is like a semi-famous thing within like the conspiracy theory circles, because he like called a radio show and like gave this like really long like frantic speech to them, and it opens with that. It's just like really good, like just like some emo rock music, and it is kind of horror movie Halloween as fuck, like the vibe and like the mixing of it. And I don't know, it's really fun. If you like music that sounds like a car crash, you're gonna love it. So comes highly recommended for me if you like shit like that. It's I don't know, I feel like it holds a special place in my heart now because it's like just so weird, and it's aliens and it's like ghosts and haunted houses. It's very good. It's very good.
Hell yeah. Blair, oh wait, hold on. If you want to support the show, patreon.com/fearbaiting helps keep the lights on. That's a joke. We wouldn't actually, even if all of our patrons were bottomed out, we would still keep doing this podcast because Blair and I actually both have jobs now and we can afford the $15 hosting fees.
Yes. It helps though.
But yeah, it does. If you'd like to support the show, still though, $1 a month gets you access to any polls we do, with the exception of this upcoming month's poll. Any bonus content we may do in the future. Blair's beer baiting upcoming soon.
Hopefully, punch all your money into the Patreon and it might come. You know, you never know. Or I'll just be like really, really rich.
Yeah.
You know, that $400 a month rich.
Yeah. Fucking, $5 a month gets you a shout out on the show and a message of your choice read, which hasn't happened in a while. We haven't had a message, so send your messages in. Mm-hmm. And $10 a month gets me some cough medicines that I stop fucking coughing every 5 seconds, and I'm sorry to myself for editing this. And $10 a month also lets you demand that we watch a movie of your choice. Obviously, this does not apply to Schlocktober, but any other month, feel free to make your demands.
Yes.
Thank you very much to Kit, Sophie, the Cool Sophie, Paul Bechtel, and Michael Kaiser.
You are our favorite children. Don't tell the rest of them, but you are our favorites.
Yes, you can only hear this part of the podcast if you're one of those 5 people. We've actually we've splashed this with invisible ink.
Yes.
You have to solemnly swear that you are up to good by giving us money.
Yes. If you want to, also check out our sister podcast, The Wonder Years, where we talk about animals.
Yes.
New episode coming out this week.
Oh shit! I gotta fucking read the Andalite Chronicles.
Yes. So. That is happening. Do that. We do it with
this Friday 9. Yep, this Friday 9 EST. We have the Schlocktober sextravaganza. I don't know why I call it a sextravaganza.
We're not horny for it.
We horny. No, but we horny for this one, Blair.
You can be horny. Whatever. My dick is staying away.
Sarah accused for a horny crime. Sarah arrested for horny crimes.
Horny on podcast.
Yeah, horny on podcast. But 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, rab.it/fearbaiting. We will be tweeting the link every which way, so just follow our Twitter @fearbaiting, and you will catch those things as they go live.
Yes.
If you want to find me, I'm @sunhatzenya on Twitter and Twitch, and chiesatsnakas.tumblr.com, and I'm also sunhatzenya @snouts.online. Yes, sunhatzenya @snouts.online on Mastodon.
Cool.
If you want to... Also, I was on an episode of City Girls Make Do recently, which is the previous mentioned Alex, friend of the podcast, Alex, and other friend of the podcast, Stephanie's Sex and the City rewatch podcast, which is a fucking blast. I was finally unshackled from my chains here, and I was able to be as cursed as I wanted to.
Oh, yes?
And I let out a lot of energy, and the phrase, "you get jerked off by a Ninja Turtle," was said, and it was not said by me.
Okay, well, that's good. At least it wasn't said by you, because I don't know if I can continue associating with you. If that was your species.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to support me, follow me on Twitter @BlairKitsch.
Oh yeah, also my other podcast, Leftism Podcast, Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die.
God damn it. Cocked again by you. @BlairKitsch on Twitter, blairkitsch.tumblr.com. Don't do anything interesting, except for this, so follow me if you want to. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week, and hopefully on Friday. We would love to see you there because you all mean so much to us, and we love our little support shit we got going on here. It's fun. It's fun. I love doing events. But until then, I have been Blair.
I have been Sarah.
And remember,
you can put a fucked up guy anywhere.
Peace out, yo.
Good night.